becquerels per kilogram. Now you have to get from that step to...
No.
Now the problem is that we don't have experiments where human beings are only exposed to strontium.
We have such experiment in space, with astronauts.
Not with internal. Not with internal.
We have data about astronauts.
Yeah, but you're, Alex, look, the point is the internal radionuclides are not the same as the external. It's not the same. It's not a problem of low dose. Look, the thing is this, it's not a problem of low dose. Nuclear power stations have children with leukemia, and the amount of dose to those children is impossibly small.
Yeah.
So it can't be a question of dose, it's a question of something else. That's what all this ECR,
And what is your answer?
About. My answer is that it's a question of the affinity of some radionuclides for some parts of the organism.
What measurement?
Well, you can, what nobody so far has actually measured the affinity of strontium or uranium, or well, uranium they've done, or cesium.
Uranium in urine, in body?
No,
body burden?
uranium on chromosomes. That's what you need to know.
Uranium on chromosome?
That's what you have to know. Yeah, you have to know that.
Too complicated.
No, it's easy. You do it with electron microscope. You can do it. I suggested to the EU last year that we do these studies. I mean, it's only a question of finding money in a university department and doing the work. You can measure using X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy and electron microscopy. So they look at you look at the DNA, and then you look at the uranium on the DNA, and you can measure the amount of uranium on the DNA, or strontium, or cesium, or whatever the fuck, all of it.
Interesting.
It can be done.
Interesting.
Because the problem with your chromosome thing is this: that if you take the people from Chernobyl, say Yuri Bandashevsky's son, he's got all of these children whose hearts have heart attacks.
In heart, yes.
Yeah, but
level of cesium in heart.
Level of cesium. But the problem
elevated level.
But it doesn't have to be cesium. It could be uranium, because where the cesium goes, the strontium goes. Where the strontium goes, the rubidium and iodine, and you name it, it's all there, So how do we know that it's the cesium?
Come here.
So you have to have a mechanism, and that's the problem. There has to be a mechanism, or they don't believe you.
My primitive estimation that if you count some level of beta or gamma, general gamma or beta in the territory, it reflects the radiation load.
No, I agree, that works. But then how do you make that into a rule, into a kind of
mechanism?
Make a model. You have to have a model, don't you? You can do that. This is what I did with Tondel. Tondel found an 11% increase in cancer in Sweden for 100 kilobecquerels per square centimeter.
Yes, Tondel worked excellent.
Yeah, sure. So we can use that and multiply. So you look at the average contamination of the country, you look at how many people, and you multiply by 11%.
The only way, the only possible way.
Well, that's a good way. I agree. But there's another problem, and that is that we're modeling cancer. Now, this is another big problem.
Yeah,
because if you die of a heart attack, you don't die of cancer, right?
But look, concept. Yes, it's a model concept. It's very important, very interesting, but it's very dangerous, because any concept have to develop any model have some
Come here.
Inadequacy. It's impossible to create ideal model.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that's what I did with the ECRR. Is I just multiplied.
First step, I feel we need to destroy those concepts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We need to destroy. Many people will think about new concept. What have to be more adequate.
You say chromosome damage. I'm happy with that. I think politically, as well as scientifically.
No, you're talking to Yablokov. He has a big party in Russia.
I know. Well, a little bit party. Or is it big now?
It's big. They just
No big.
they just cover up on the.
It's not party. It's only part of it. Green part of the Яблоко party.
Yeah.
It's more about 3,000 people, no more.
All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I've got an idea. Okay. Now
Yeah.
we're going back on Sunday.
Yeah.
But so we need to talk about this because I think it's a very important thing. In Europe, all of the radiation laws
Yeah.
are defined by the Euratom directive. Okay, so every country in Europe
Yeah.
has to follow Euratom, Basic Safety Standards Directive. Now, when we went to see the European Greens in 1998, remember you and me, and Inga and so on, we managed to get them to put into this legal document one point which said that if any new evidence becomes available,
Yeah.
they have to re-establish the whole legal framework.
Yeah.
They have to justify. A new justification has to happen. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to get all our friends, everybody, to write to the European Union, write to European Parliament, and to demand that they re-justify the Euratom Directive. And then we're in. Then we come in with all this dose stuff. This is a big political thing, man. Can you explain to him that in Russian in case he missed it?
Would you like to?
Did you understand?
Yeah, I
Oh, you
principally
understand?
understand. Principally understand.
Yeah.
But I cannot catch detail. And I ask you, send me detailed explanation.
Yeah, okay.
It's much easier for me to
Right,
look
read it all.
written text.
Okay.
Ну что, идем? На нашей физиономии посмотрите, баджи не надо. Пошли. Почему русишь? Просто физиономии.
結構だから初期の役員とかみんな子供さんいる人が多いそうで避難しちゃったんですよ。だから私は子供いないんですけど、だから避難した人たちの後いなくなったので役員が
Uh-oh.
子供がいないので。
We need to get identity cards.